So as of 1 year ago on the date, I started my YouTube channel and did what's it called? Like not even unboxing. It was like a first impressions video on this. The song Written Snakes. I read it. I read it later. It wasn't even a review, and it was a pretty bad video. So that was 1 year ago today, which is crazy because like now I'm reading books like these, like huge. And it's like I've gone a long way, so I just kind of want to make a tradition, look at where I grew in this year and what I'll grow in next year, because I'm sure I'll be looking on this video next year and saying how embarrassed I am of myself. But I just kind of want to do a reflection video. This is a video. I have it linked in the description, but I still don't recommend you watching it. So I just kind of wanted to make a video showing you where I stand right now. And I don't plan to stop book 2, but I'm gonna keep going. So I did a couple videos on this. I was doing a reread through of Rick Riordan when I was at the time, so kind of doing a lot of that. I read Fifth Wave, which I did not like, and I decided really after that I kind of decided YA wasn't for me, and I just randomly started to do what's it called, the Lord of the Rings reread, and that got me hooked on epic fantasy. And after that, actually in between my Lord of the Rings reread, I read Dune, which is my favorite book of all time. So then I was into the classics, so I was reading a bunch of Lord of the Rings and Dune, and then I got Mistborn, and then now I'm everywhere on epic fantasy. So that's what got me into epic fantasy. I did not start in epic fantasy and a sci-fi channel. I started like a bunch of YA, and then I decided, you know what, I'm done with YA, and I'll still occasionally go back to a YA book, but I don't really love it that much. So I've decided I'm done. So that's where I went right there. That was a big change. I would not expect that. So that was fun. And I also did like a Harry Potter and Chronicles of Narnia read, which was pretty. I like that. I think after that I decided I was going to real fantasy. I think Narnia wanted me to read Lord of the Rings, which got me into fantasy. So that was just like how I got there. And as for like the channel, I would say I think my editing got slowly better. It's still pretty bad. I hope that's what next year I hope it's much more better. I have more descriptions. I have more edited videos. So that's like what I went, and obviously I would just go from, I would take the video and just upload it straight to YouTube, no description, no nothing. Now I go through very minimal editing. I hope to get like more editing in the future. That's what my plan is for next year. And yeah, so that's kind of like where I stand. And as for what I'm going to read next year, it's going to be a lot of the same. I want to get more fleshed out. I plan to be finished with Wheel of Time by the time I'm recording this next year. So, and I plan to be finished with just a lot of other series, more fleshed out, because I'm obviously not a scholar of epic fantasy. There's so much to read, so I wouldn't consider myself well read in the genre yet. So that's what my goal for next year, at least be a little bit better well read in the genre I read in. So I hope that's obviously going to be true, because I'm not going to stop reading. And yeah, so I think just like it's been a fun journey. I've had a lot of fun here, and I don't plan to stop because it's fun, and I kind of do this because no one else talks to me about it. And now I have so many people to talk to. I have these videos. People respond to my videos, and I can talk to them in the comments or my Discord, or in the Epic Arcanum Discord I have with Epic Tales and Gabby's Arcanum. Obviously, it's really fun to do. I'll have that linked in the description. You should check it out. And yeah, I've had a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun to do this, and it's fun. So that's why I do it. And as for people who helped me along the way, I have a lot of good friends who just like are commenting on my videos, keeping me going. Originally, it was Aaron Exist. I haven't seen him in a long minute, but I was a lot of help me start my channel up, and it was fun. And then we have Ethan the e-reader. He's obviously great. These are all linked in the description. And yeah, he does a kind of podcast channel, which is really cool. I definitely recommend you checking out. So he's commented on a lot of my videos. And then we have Epic Tales, who actually invited me to his co-run his Discord. And yeah, these are all people who I think the three main people who helped me the most. Well, not help me, but just talk to me the most and converse with me the most. And those three people are awesome. I definitely check all of their channels out. And yeah, I'll have a bunch of links in the description. So hope you have fun with that. And there's so many people, so many different names I can say. A lot of these people in the Discord had they're just so nice, and we had to talk to each other. And yeah, so that's where I plan to be. And next year I just plan to be a lot better read, a lot better editing, and I hope. Well, I'm not even gonna set a goal for my subscribers. I had 72 in a year. I'm not even gonna set a goal. I don't really. That's my goal is not to care about it. I'm doing this for myself, and then the few people who actually. If I have a lot of people who actually I can converse with, is better than me having a lot. So that's my goal right now. I can still handle my community and talk to all of them. So I thank you for that, and I definitely appreciate so much people who actually take time to watch my videos. So yeah, so thank you for 1 year. May 26th, I was super bored in my house, and I did a video because I saw BookTubers. And I started reading. I've always read. But I would read a series, and it was okay, I put it down. I was okay, I'm going to put it down after this, because I didn't have BookTube, but I started my reread of Percy Jackson, and then I started going on YouTube, seeing reviews for this, seeing my thoughts. Then I realized they have so many other books that they talk about, and then so that got me to reading more books, and that got me down this huge rabbit hole, and here we are today. So I think YouTube has changed my reading a lot, so it's a lot doing. So thank you guys so much for watching my channel. And I don't care if you've been watching the whole year, congrats. But I think a lot of people have found me recently, and I thank them a lot. So thank you guys so much, and I'll be here next year hopefully doing the same thing. See ya.